Hello, and welcome to this episode of the Valor Masterminds podcast, brought to you by A Advanced Septic Services and Fuse Networks. My name's Galen.
And I'm Joe.
We're coming at you virtually from the BD Local Studios in Tacoma, Washington. So, Joe, before we get started, as we always do, how did our podcast come to be?
Sure. So it first started out as a private Facebook group page. Then the purpose was just to bring businesses together, talk, communicate, share tips, tricks, whatever around business. And so, excuse me, and because we get asked a lot of questions about things other than marketing, we thought what a better way than to bring on different guest speakers to talk about topics and share their knowledge about different topics relating to business.
Awesome. Thank you. So before we formally introduce our guest, our previous guest, which we had in studio, Nicole friend Anissa, what was one of the main takeaways you had when she was in studio with us last?
So her topic was all about culture. And so one of the things that resonated with me was just making sure to recognize people within the company, not just when they're doing good, but who also those who are living within the company's culture.
Awesome. Thank you. So now to our guest. Today we have Mr. Guy Powell. Guy is the author of the new book, The Post-COVID Marketing Machine, Prepare Your Time to Win. He is a global thought leader in marketing strategy and ROI. He provides marketers with the strategies, tools, and tactics to continually improve their marketing ROI and exceed their company's sales and profit goals. He builds them marketing machines to properly organize and collect marketing data, connect marketing activities to sales, structure operations for continuous improvement, and make fact-based strategic and tactical marketing decisions.
For nearly 2 decades, Guy has helped marketers around the globe drive strategic advantage through a clear focus on the customer, supported by best-in-class analytics as the founder of ProRelevant Marketing Solutions. He has trained thousands of marketers in a wide variety of industries, including consumer packaged goods, fast-moving consumer goods, high-tech, financial services, telecom, and airlines. His work helps marketers make better decisions to deliver more revenue, profit, and market share.
Marketing mid-COVID and post-COVID changed drastically. Consumer purchase behavior and media consumption were different. The post-COVID marketing machine addresses these new rules of marketing to survive and thrive in the post-COVID marketing world. He has also authored Marketing Machine, The Secret History of the Future Marketing ROI, Marketing Calculator, and ROI of Social Media. Everyone, please welcome Guy to the podcast.
Welcome.
Hi, Galen. Hi, Joe. So good to be here.
Yes, sir. So let's get started. We like to get to know our guests a little bit more. We asked 3 questions. So this first question is, what are some early lessons learned as an entrepreneur?
Yeah, I think the first thing, most important thing is it doesn't matter what you do until you get a sale. And that, as much as you want to be, great over here, great over there, but nothing happens until you get that sale. And I was never, up until as being an entrepreneur, I wasn't really a salesperson, but I certainly changed my stripes and really enjoy, the selling process. But that first thing is nothing happens until you get that sale.
Nice. And what's funny is all entrepreneurs, all business owners are salesmen, whether they know it or not.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
what is the best piece of advice that you've been given?
Well, it's kind of interesting. I think, once you get past the sale, then you've got to really figure out what it is you're selling and why, and what's all about your business. And I think the best piece of advice I got was going way back to Jeffrey Moore, Crossing the Chasm. And I think he had 6 W's, I think he called them. And, when you think about your business, what is it that you sell? Who's it for? Why is it different? What's the value they get? And then I think the 5th one or the 6th one is then what's the environmental situation? And I have stuck by that. When I think about my own marketing, I always go back to that. I was just working with a building out a marketing plan with a friend of mine that's trying to launch a new museum on the West Coast. And I basically, pulled out my 6 W's and we went right through that. And I think that's a real critical way to look at, a business and use that as a way to structure what your whole thinking is in terms of what you're trying to do.
And it's a perfect segue into our last question, since this is we're a marketing company.
Mhm.
It's technically a marketing podcast. Why is marketing important?
Well, of course, coming out of marketing and being a marketing company, marketing is the most important thing in the business. But certainly sales is, but I kind of consider sales as another function of marketing. Sales is certainly a good way to get your message across
Mhm.
and structure that message and be very interactive. But in reality, marketing is how you structure the whole side of business to make sure your business is successful. And that means not just getting that first sale, but then how do I translate that into getting then the 10th sale, the 100th sale, and the
Right.
1,000th sale? And if you haven't structured your marketing properly in terms of what your costs are and how you compete and what it is that you offer and how you beat expectations and all of those things that go with it, then you're not really marketing. And so, marketing is kind of the wherewithal that brings everything together.